Hi guys, today we are going to be discussing about the types of methods and types of variables. So we have methods and variable. So I have explained you in a class we having the methods and variables. We are going to be calling it as the behavior and the statement. So here in a class we having the variables. So variables we having different types of variable. One is the local variables. We having local variables and global variables. So local variables are going to be declared inside the methods. So if I have declared a variable inside the method, going to be called as a local variable. So it is going to be used only in that variable. So I have given you example like I'm having a room. Room is nothing but a method. So in a room, what furniture, I can say that variables is nothing like a furniture. So whatever the furniture I'm having in my room, it is going to be used for that room only. We can't able to use outside the room. I have given you example of kitchen. So in kitchen we having some items like spoon I'm having. So spoon is going to be used inside the kitchen only. So it is that property is going to be belonging to the particular method only. But I want to use that one in outside of my um, method. So how we are going to be using, we will see it. So coming to the method also we having the static method and non-static method we having. So static method, so I have told you static is nothing but no need to initialize anything. So when I have declared my class as a static means we are not going to be declaring anything, any initialization we are going to be creating. So that is nothing but the static. So what is non-static method? So static method, no need of any instance. For the non-static method, we need the instance. We need the instance. So how to use this one? So I have explained you about to creating the object. If I want to call any static method, here I have created one a method. So if I want to call that method in main method, I'm going to be creating the object. So here I have not used any keyword called as a static. So that's why this method need the object reference. So first we will say static method. So static method which belonging to the class to the specified instance of the class. Also, um, here how we are going to be calling, if I have created a static method, see here I have created here a static variable. So statical variable I'm going to be called directly without any object reference. So this is a non-statical method. So here I have not created any static. So what I'm doing, I'm going to be calling with the mp dot hall mp dot kitchen I'm going to be calling. So what is the access specifiers which we are going to be used for the static is the static method can directly access. So if we have not created it as a public, by default it will be a public access specifiers. It is non-static. So non-static is a method which is need a object reference. So with the help of object reference only I can access. So where it is how I am going to call this one, by the object. So static, no need object reference. For non-static, object reference. So static methods can be accessed in the static only. Non-static methods can be accessed in the static and non-static also. So static method. So I'm having a static method. It can be accessible in non-static method and static method. So we will see the program now. So here I have created a static variable, and this one I'm going to be called as a global variable. I have created a global variable here, and this one is a local variable I have created, and I will create a static method. So I will make this method as a static. So how we are going to making a method as a static means by using a keyword called as a static. If I make my make my method as a static means it is going to be a static method. So this is a static method. So this is a non-static method. This is a non-static method. So we having a global variable, local variable, and we uh, having a static method and non-statical method. So first we have seen that global variable I have called here. I am going to be call it here. If I want to call in the main also, I can call that one in the main also. Why? Because main is also one type of method only. So I can call it anywhere. If you see, it is giving a suggestion here. So change the access specifier as a static by using the method declaration. Remove the static for the all. So here I can call it directly without any object reference. So if I want to call a method, a statical method is not needed any object reference. So here I'm having a static method. If I want to call a variable inside, suppose I'm going to creating a variable here already have created. So I will make this one as, so see here, I have created a static variable. This is non-statical variable. Non-statical variable. So non-statical variable, this is a global variable and we are going to be called as a statical variable also. So see here, I have created a variable a equals to 3, which is a non-statical variable. So non-statical variable, if I am going to be calling it in the non-statical method, it is okay. So here I'm able to call it. So suppose if I'm having a method a1, I can call it the a1 also. The local variable also I can call it. I can call it the statical variable also. But if you see here, it is throwing the exception. So what type of exception it is throwing? Change it to the static. So non-static variables. So non-static variables are not allow are not going to be allow in static method. So can we allow the static method? See, yes, it will allow. So it will allow only static variables. It is going to be allowing only the statical variables. Suppose if I want to call a method here, I can call it. Suppose if I want to call a method kitchen here, I need a object reference mp.kitchen. So it is not showing me. Why? Because a statical variable can be called in the non-statical, but a in statical we can't able to call on static method. A non-statical method is not possible. So it is going to be called in the main method only. We can able to call it in the main method only. We can't able to call it in the static method. It's clear. In interview they will make you confused what is static. It is a compulsory question, I can say that they will make you confused. uh, can I call the static method in non-statical method? Can I call the static variable in non-statical variable? Can I call the local variable in another method? So these types of things is going to be asked. So we are mostly talking about the object. So here I have created the object. So what is object? We will say it. So I have told you uh, class is a blueprint of instance. So whenever we are creating, the class is going to be declared with a keyword, and whatever the class we having, the object is nothing but the instance of class. So I'm giving my name to Sarita's house. I'm giving a instance for it. So class is a house. I told you. So for that class, I'm referring whose house is that one. So I'm specifying that this house is belonging to Sarita. So a class is a singly created with n number of unique objects. So in my house, uh, my kids is going to be leaving. I am going to be leaving. My husband is going to be leaving. So we having the n number set of objects we are having. So whenever you are creating a class where you have to use a instance call as a new. So new we refer while creating the object. It is a keyword which is going to be uh, allocate some memory for the particular object. So I have created MP here. For this, so in my memory, this is my memory. I have created a class called, it is a JVM memory. Here I have created a method program. In method program, whenever I have created a object as a MP. What it will do, MP equals to new I have created. So for this method program, it will allocate some space. I can say that. So it allocate the memory for the new instance of the class. So whatever the new instance I have created, for that one it is going to be used, and it will call the constructor and it will return the reference of that object. So for this memory it is going to be referred by the MP. So I can say that it will allocate the space in the memory whenever you have created this one. Okay. So it leaves whenever the object is where it will object will create means it will create a heap memory. So main advantages of having a heap memory is um, memory, it will create that memory allocation. So it is nothing but it is a memory space way taken by the JVM from the OS. So all the objects are created in this heap memory where the JVM will encounter new keyword. When the JVM will see that new keyword, it will create a object in the heap memory. So heap memory is nothing but a temporary memory where we are going to be storing the value. When there is a no space in the memory, it will create a out of memory error. It will throw a exception, out of memory exception. So what will do when we create the object, what it is going to do? So when we create the object, it will handle like garbage collection also. So when we are not using that uh, that variable, it is going to be cleared by the garbage collector. It will destroy the object without which are not in use. So I have created the MP as an object. So that program I have run today, and tomorrow I'm not going to be running that program. Just for example. So what it will do, the JVM will search it and it will cleared by the garbage collector, and uh, so the space is created uh, for that method. I can say that for that particular program, it is going to be cleared by the garbage collector. Okay. So method, object. So object, I have told you, object is nothing but a ob, it is an instance of the class which is going to be used. So whenever we are going to be creating the object, just it what it will do means it will create a space in the memory. This is all about the object which is going to identify topic. We have discussed about the global variable. So what is the difference between the class and object? Class is the blueprint. Object is the instant of the class. So this is all about the basic program which we are going to be writing in every Java programming. So coming to the next topic. Next topic is the conditional statement. So to write any Java program, first what we need some operators. First we will see about the operators. So operators. So what is operators? So in Java programming, we having the different types of operators, which is going to be operate our programs. So like we having the operators, arithmetical operators, which which is consisting of plus, minus, divide, into. So these all are called as arithmetical operators. Next one we having the assignment operators. Assignment operators we having, which is going to be assigned value a equals to 10. Like that we are going to be assigning the value. We having the relational operators. We having the relational operators, and we having the logical operators. So what is this one? We will see. We having the compare logical operators. We are having the assignment operators. We having there are the lot of uranium operators we having, but mostly whatever we are working increment and decremental operator. Increment and decrement operators, teranium operators, instance of the operators, but mostly instance of. So we will discuss one by one. So first we will see what is operator. So operators are a special symbol that performs. Operators are nothing but I can say that it is a special symbol that perform the operations. What type of operations it is going to be performed on a variable. So it is the operations performed on variables and values. So I'm having some value. So Java operators are going to be manipulate with the data. where we are going to be. So here I have operating here. I want to check between the two operators. So A greater than B or not. So in the relational operators, what it will do, it will check the condition. It will show the relationship between this one, A greater than B or B greater than C, A greater than equals to, A lesser than equals to, not equals to. It is going to be showing the relationship between the operators. um, Operators it is going to be showing. And logical operators, so logical operators, what it will do means it will check the condition between the uh, two things. I can say that if A greater than B and I want to check B greater than C. So logical operator is a combination, I can say that combination of relational operator. Relational operators. Relational operators. So assignment operators, which is going to be assigning the operators. Uh, the incremental operators where we are going to be used in the uranium operators only. Like just I'm going to be assigning it as a plus A or A plus A means what here A, for example, A equals to 1 I have assigned here. So whenever I'm assigning it here, what it will do means uh, incremental operators I'm going to be using plus plus sign here. So what it will do means A equals to A plus 1 it will return. So what is the value now we are getting here? A is I have written as a 1. So next 1. So now what happened to the A value? It will become the 2. Now A value is equals to 2. So this is nothing but the incremental operator. So decremental operator is similarly minus minus A. So A equals to A minus 1. Uh, so here we are getting 1 minus 1, 0. We are getting it. So here also in the incremental operators we are going to having the um, increment, pre-increment, post-increment. Pre-increment and post-increment we having. So pre-increment means what? It will increase the value. Pre means before it is going to be increased. Post means after it is going to be increased. So there will be a little bit change coming to the pre-increment and post-increment. Suppose you will think like if I am adding 1 plus 1, so I will make it as a as a 10. So first pre means 1 plus 10 equals to 11. So 10 plus 11 equals to 11. So in the incremental, we will not get any problem. In the decremental, 1 minus 10, we will get minus 9 and minus 1 equals to 9. So there is a lot of difference in the negative scenario. But also in the positive scenario, we are going to be facing some issues. What is that issues? We will see one by one. So to use the operators, we need a conditional statements, which is going to be checking the condition. First, we will see simple operators, then we will go one by one. So here I'm going to be creating inside main only A equals to 10, B equals to 20, C equals to 30. I am going to be creating. So I can declare like this, or I can declare it um, separately int a equals to 10, int b equals to 20. So what is this one? A equals to 10. So this is nothing but the assignment operators. So this is nothing but the assignment operator. So I have assigned a value a equals to 10. So for a, I have assigned the value as a 10. So that if I want to print that a, I can get the value as a 10. So this is nothing but assignment operator. Next, arithmetical operators. So coming to the arithmetical operators, what we have to do? We have to a plus b. I want to do addition. Or I can do, so we having operators a into b, or a into b into c, I can do it, or a into b plus c, I can do it, or else I can do a into b. So here it will throw a error. But if it is in decimal points, just it will store. So it is rounding the value. If you want the decimal point also, if you take this one as, if you want to store it, into C. I'm going to, well, I have copied. So you can do it directly, have store it here. So 0 0.0, I'm getting it here. So whatever the value we are getting, you can divide it. Okay, whatever the d value is there. If you want to get the decimal points also, to check it is doing correctly or not, just have a, so we are getting 150.0. Okay. So this is nothing but the arithmetical operators. You can use the plus operators, you can use the divided operators, you can use the percentage operators, whatever the operators in the max we are going to using, you can use all those operators. Next one, relationship operators. Operators. So relational operators. So if I want to check the condition A is greater than B or not, I can't able to check it. So I have to use a conditional statement. If A is greater than B, what it has to do? It has to print the statement system dot out dot A is greater value. Greater value. Suppose here why we, here we have A is a greater value, so it will print as a is a greater value. Now what happening here, the B is the greater value. See, it is not printed anything. So how can I know that whether it has executed or not? So when the condition is true, it will execute the statement within the if block. This is a if block. This is a if block. When the condition is false, what it will do? It will just go outside of this if block. So I am not able to understand what happened here. So what I have to do, I have to use the else statements. Else system dot out. Here I'm writing B is greater value. See, when the condition is true, it will execute. I will put in the debug mode. So here it is checking the condition. So A value is 101, B value is, here B value is 201. So it will check the condition. The condition is false. So it will directly terminate to the else block and it will print the else statement and it will terminate the program. Okay, here I'm checking the relation. Suppose here I'm having A, B and C. So I want to check the relation. A is greater than B and B is greater than C or not. I want to check the condition. So I want to use a and condition. So and conditions is nothing but the in logical operators we are going to be assigning it. So which is the combination? So here and operators we can use, or operators we can use it. We can use it, not equals to we can use it. We can use it. So I want to check the condition. If A is greater than B and C is greater than C or not, I want to check it. So here I have used only if else. So I will write it here. So what it will do means it will check the condition. What it will print, actually for me it has to print C is a greater value. But here it is printing the A is a greater value. So I have checked the condition A, B. In the else condition, so first condition A is greater than B and B is greater than C. So the condition is false. Automatically it will going to the else block only. When the condition is false, it will go directly to the else block. So else block, I'm not checking any condition. So what it is doing, it is printing that else block statement only. So here also what I need to do, here also I need to check if uh, what I have to check here, A is greater than B, B is greater than, and C is greater than A or not. I need to check it. So if else, yeah, C is greater value. What happened here? The operator, sorry, C I have used as a capital. No, it is still printing the B is the greater an operator. So what I have did wrong here? What I have did wrong here means, so condition is wrong. So if A greater than B and B and C, and here the condition, whatever the condition I have put is wrong. So what it is doing, I will put in the else condition. I will check. Terminate. What actually I'm expecting here, why I got it here. So whether A is greater than, so here what it is doing, the condition if A is greater than B and B is greater than C. Uh, C is greater than C. So here what is A value? A value is 10. So condition is false. So what it has doing here, checking the condition. proceed. Yes. So here the condition. So here what I have did here, what is the mistake I have did here? I'm saying that B is greater than A is greater than C also. I need to check it. 1 minute. I will terminate this one. See here. So whenever I'm condition, I'm writing here. Previously, I have write C is greater than A. So here the condition has been false. So that's why it has written B is greater than value. So whenever you are writing the condition, check the condition correctly. So if I'm writing why, if I have make it as a C greater than A means, so condition is false. So it will condition is true. So it is good. It is coming to the B block and it will be executing. Okay, you can check the condition and you can write. So here we having here I'm passing the values done here only. In my program, I am passing. I don't want to pass the values from here. I want to pass the values from the outside. So if I want to pass the values from the outside, uh, so what I can do it? So I can use a scanner method. So scanner method, what it will do means it will read the values from the keyboard. So it is going to be reading the values from the keyboard. For example, I'm going to be using a scanner method. So scanner is a Java utility. It is a simple scanner which is used to take the values from the keyboard. So I'm going to be I want to use this one. So if I want to take for the numerical one, what I will do means int a equals to uh, sc dot next int. Next int b equals to sc dot next int c equals to sc dot next int. So here I will write a simple statement system dot out dot enter. Please enter three integer values. I'm going to writing it here. Mhm. I have closed my console. So here I have to enter 2, 3, 5. So here what it is doing, here it is printing 5 is the greatest value. Suppose if I want to make again my changes. So what I can do it is my console 6, 3, 1. Now see here, A is a greater value. So I have written this statement above. I have to return this statement. So I have written this statement below. That's why we are getting this. So first, and it is asking to enter the values. You can enter the values 4, 7, 4, 2. Just I want to make it as a b greater value. Okay, you can say it. You can enter the values like this. So we can enter the value. Suppose if I am having I want to accept the string value. So if I want to accept the string value, what I can do means string is equals to sc dot next is there. So which is going to be accept the string values. If I want to accept the float values means float f equals to sc dot next float values. So just I want to print this value. So string values, I'm going to enter my name float values. I have to enter whatever the float values I want to enter, I can enter it. So you can able to see the values here. Okay, this is the operators which we are going to be used in our uh, daily life. Relational operators we have seen here the logical operator, relational operators, and logical operators also we have seen here. So relational operators and logical operators, and we have seen, we can see the incremental operators and decremental operators. Suppose here I'm having the A. So for that one I will create a separate class increment decrement. So here I have created int a equals to 10. B equals have created. I'm going to having a string also. String. So here what I'm doing system dot out dot println a, I'm printing the value. So it will print the value a. I'm going to be using the pre-increment operator. I'm going to be printing this value a. Next one, what I'm doing here. Next one, okay. Next one, 1 minute. I'm using the post operator. Next, what I want to do is I want to print pre-increment operator. Next, what I want to print a operator I want to mint, and here I want to print post operator. Next one, I want to print a value. So what value I will get here? So first one here I will get as a value 10. So pre-increment, what is happening here? 1 plus 10 I'm having. So I think I will get 11 here. So what value will print here? It will print the 11. So here what it is going to happen? Now the A value is 11. 11 plus 11 plus 1 equals to 12 I will get. So here the value I will get 12. And here, so now the A value is 12. 1 plus 12 we having. So what value here it will print? I think it will print 13. I'm guessing it will print 13. So here also it will print 13 only. Um, Suppose here what it will print, A value is 13. 13 plus pre means 14 it will print. So here it will print 15. So as per my expectations it will print. So let us check whether it is printing as per my expectations or not. We will see it. Okay, first 10 is correct, then 11 is correct, then it will print 12 is correct, then it has print 13 is correct. So it has, so here why it has print that 13? I'm expecting it has to print 14. So it will assign the value, but it will not print the value. So post means once it was assigned to a value, when it is going to be print, when we are going to be printing that value, at that time only it will print it. So once it was assigned, assigned it here, see, once it was assigned it here, so whenever I'm printing the value, it was printed 13, so it is okay. But here what happened in here, when I have assigned the value and afterwards I'm printing the value, afterwards I'm increasing it value. So what happened in the next time, it will print the value. Whenever I'm asking the A, it will print the value. Before that, it will not print the value. That's why it was printed as a 13 only. Okay. Now it was printed as a 14. So pre-increment operators and post-increment operators. Pre means basically it will pre-increment its values and it will print the values. Okay. And decrement, same this one. I want to copy same this one. Same this one I want to use for decrement also. So I'm doing for this one decrement. So what you are expecting here? Decrement. 10 minus 1. So 9 you are expecting here. So it will print the value 9 here. Uh, so here 1 minus 9. It will print minus 8. It will print. So here what it will print? Minus 8 only it will print. So here 8 minus 1, 7 it will print. So we will see one by one. It will print 7. Oh, I will use B here. That's better. We will get some confusion. now the A value has been 15. So from the 15 onwards, it is going to be printing. No B value. I will make B value as 10. Let's see. 1 minute to differentiate this one. I will use one comment line. So first is the 10 value. So first A value is 10. Next what we having 9. We having so pre-increment. It is having the 8 and it having the 7. It having the 7. It having the 6. So it was decreased its value. Okay. It is minusing the value. So here we have used the, that's why it is not showing the minus symbol. So leave that one. So we having the operators. So in operators, assignment operators we have seen, arithmetical operators we have seen the relational operators, logical operators, and increment and decrement operators. Mostly these operators we are going to be used in our uh, Java programming. Okay, thank you guys.